My early bird friends, we are so excited to bring another story to you from the nest. This week we're continuing to talk about recycling and the importance of putting our trash in the trash can and not throwing it away on the ground or out the window if you're riding in the car. Today we're going to be reading a story called The Adventures of Gary and Harry, and the publisher is Teaching Strategies, and we are reading this book today with the permission of Teaching Strategies. So let's get started. The Adventures of Gary and Harry, a tale of two turtles. Deep in the sparkling sea, Gary, the green sea turtle, and his best friend Harry, the hawksbill turtle, played in their ocean home. Each day they would swim to the surface and happily dive beneath the waters. Gary and Harry loved their carefree life in the sea and liked to visit their mini ocean friends like Olivia the octopus, Lori the lobster, and even Herman the grumpy old hermit crab, who was really nothing but a big softy under that crusty old shell. For Gary and Harry, each day was a great underwater adventure. Some days they would explore deep into the dark underwater caverns. Other days, they would search for long-lost treasures buried in the deep holes of old sunken ships. When they wanted a good laugh, they would visit the crazy clownfishes who performed in the Harold Harlem Shrimp's Spectacular Sea Circus. One day, after their morning adventure, Gary and Harry were especially hungry. As always, it was difficult deciding what to have for lunch since they had very different tastes in food. How about a salty seaweed salad made of fresh algae? Gary suggested. Algae? Yuck! Harry replied, making a face. I'd rather have a nice, tasty jellyfish. His wish had been answered, for suddenly a school of jellyfish floated by. Wow, look at all those jellyfish. Harry quickly swam to the largest one and swallowed it in one big gulp. Gary expected to hear a satisfied ah, but instead Harry responded with a terrified ah. Harry was gasping and choking. That was no jellyfish he had swallowed, it was a plastic bag. Harry knew many sea turtles had died from choking on plastic bags, but he never once thought it would happen to him. Harry desperately tried everything to remove the plastic bag, but it just wouldn't come out. His life flashed before him. Luckily, Gary had just completed his turtle safety class, and by using the Heimlich maneuver, the plastic bag flew right out of Harry's throat. Whew, that was close, Harry said while catching his breath. How did a plastic bag get in the ocean anyway? How else, Gary answered. The humans. Well, they need to be more careful to keep their trash out of our homes, Harry said angrily. Gary couldn't agree with him more. Suddenly, Harry's stomach rumbled. All the excitement had worked up his appetite. Well, I'm starving, he told Gary. Let's get lunch. Just then, a beautiful jellyfish floated by. Look, Harry, just what you asked for. Lunch. After what Harry had been through, suddenly jellyfish didn't look very appealing. Maybe I'll try one of those salty seaweed salads. Gary's face quickly lit up. Well, I know the perfect place to go, he said excitedly. And with a flick of their flippers, they quickly dove through the crystal blue water, eager to enjoy a nice, delicious, relaxing lunch. The end. My early bird friends, This is a really fun story about Gary and Harry and their adventures. And there was a serious part where our trash got into their water and possibly could have cost the turtle his life. It's really important that we make sure that we put our trash in the trash can so that, like we talked about last week, the trash workers can come and take it to the city dump so that it can be taken away the right way. When our trash gets in the water and in the air, it can really, really hurt our animals. So friends, I have a job for you this week. When you're going on your walks with your moms and dads, I want you to look around, look on the ground, and see if there is trash that needs to be removed. And if it is, see if you can get mom and dad to help you go through the steps that you need to do to get rid of that. I'm not so sure that it's safe for you to pick it up right now yourself, but there are people that you guys can call to let them know that the area needs to be cleaned up for our animals. Okay, guys? Till next time, my friends, from the nest.